Okay, this is a promo on my new forum, and I started one because I don't like any of the others. I mean, obviously at at Facebook or Twitter, they're run by liars, just liberals, Marxist, actually globalist, who pretend to be good guys. And they follow the script out of CBS, ABC, NBC, NPR, CNN, the expert liars in media, and obey them. Whatever they say is wrong at Twitter and at the others, Facebook, they just go along with it. So the main terrible part of that policy is that they ban truth if truth hurts the fake world created there. Now, over the years, a number of people have created their own forums, and there's packages out there. You can get pretty sophisticated forums and just plop them onto a domain name. You're in fine shape. But they tend to be run by people who are kind of control freaks. For example, one time I wanted to talk about gold in the general discussion room, and they moved my thread over to the economic forum. The problem about the economic forum is nobody had posted there in 2 days. But because they had a headline of basically, or not a headline, but the idea behind the thread is sort of economics. But I didn't even really want to talk about the economics of gold. I wanted to talk about how people get tricked into buying it so easily. So it's more of a general discussion theme. But you couldn't convince the moderators to just say, hey, back off, let him have this general discussion. They threw me into a place where the thread just died. It died immediately. And I went to Christian forums, and they kicked me off because I irritated some of the people because, I debate things. I debate whether guys should open doors for girls, and that bothered the girls there. I own and ran Christian forum, not that one, but meetchristians.com for 15 years. The problem is the coding was done by hand, and it was antiquated. It was difficult finding anybody who would work on it for even a reasonable amount of money. And ultimately, the host took it down in the last few months. They took it offline because the bad coding was causing a drain on their resources, their RAM on their servers. So I ran that, and it was pretty good, but I couldn't do 80% of the things I wanted to do there because of that PHP coding and old PHP coding on top of that. So I just I've been thinking over the last weeks to what to do. Try and get that meetchristians.com running again with that old coding, or what. I played around with WordPress. WordPress forums are garbage, at least the ones I tried. They're just garbage. Anyway, all of that to lead to the idea that I started one. Now I'm gonna end up probably opening up back up meetchristians.com, but I started Deveray.com as a sort of a practice area and to see what I could do. I did that while Meet Christians was still running. Now that Meet Christians isn't running, there's some complications because they've got the code locked up over at the host on that domain name. So I went ahead and threw a forum on Deveray.com, and I decided I'm just going to run two of them. I'll run the Deveray.com as a secular / Christian / anybody website, and then I'll open up meetchristians.com again as a Christians only membership. Even though, technically that's almost skirting the law in a way, because you're a Christian, can you exclude other members? The United States has been conquered, folks. It's over. And conservatives are mostly all talk, is what I found out. But at least they can complain still. In England, you can get arrested right now, and in Germany too, for just speaking the truth. Also in Australia. The world is collapsing around us. It's gotten a lot worse in the 20 years that I've been posting in forums. Donald Trump didn't handle it. He assigned other people to do everything. He even assigned other people to hire, like the head of the DOJ and the head of the FBI, and they hired all crap people. years went by, and traitors, people who committed perjury, were allowed to get away with it while they were going after Donald Trump for supposed things like perjury, or Roger Stone, or other people. It's just ridiculous that he never figured out how to fight the enemy. Anyway, I am a person who believes in blunt fighting. Doesn't mean vicious, doesn't mean bloody, but it means truthfully blunt, and that's what I'm doing here at this website. And I finished it. I finished it in the last few days, and so it's Deveray Forums, Deveray.com, and I've built the whole thing in a rather nice way, actually. Any topic is allowed. Oh, here's the theme that we go by: no censorship of real news by liberal billionaires here. So I put up a lot of forums, but the difference is, let's say you want to talk about theology or humor or relationships. You don't have to do it in these forums. You just can if you want to. All of that can go in general discussion, except for if, like, the Bible scholars get to tearing at each other over minutia, then yes, I will ask them to move over to theology with those. And a lot of those people are happy to be in theology anyway. Okay, so you've got political, but you don't have to be in the political forum. Movies and TV. What I've done here is I've created 2 sub-forums also, movie reviews and documentaries. And then I've preloaded some stuff just for the heck of it, and to attract people, something there to show up. I've loaded some movies here, because you can just link them. So cool. You don't even have to put them on your own server. These are a couple trailers that I put on, and then these movies that I have uploaded. Some pretty decent ones I've seen before. Get the idea. And then documentaries are in a sub-forum right there, and movie trailers. So, and I just don't think our side fights seriously enough, the way we need to. So I've taken on the level of just calling the media who they are. Where'd that thing go? It just disappeared. All right, so I call them, oh, I see where it is. I call them the communist expert liars. So this is an actual forum for itself, advanced level. I put advanced because a lot of people don't realize that, and I want them to not think that you're off in Kookville just because you realize it. The liars who pose as reporters at CBS, ABC, NPR, CNN, etc., and many other places, BBC overseas. So this is a forum just for talking about the media if you want that. And here's one for what's going on in the schools too. Now I've tossed some things in these already too. Here. So these are documentaries, like Pallywood, how our liberal media joins with the Palestinians to create hoaxes and blame them on Israel, which is sort of a weird thing. It's difficult for the people who say, well, there's a bunch of Jews and the media is filled with liars and they're run by Jews, so that, they can't comprehend the idea that there's 2 groups of Jews, and there's a liberal group of Jews, and that group of Jews actually hates Israel. So it's difficult for them to grasp that concept, that the liberal media in America, and Europe also, would join with Palestinians to create propaganda, among other things, against Israel. So I threw that documentary in there, and these are a couple of guys that I found that just sort of lay out how the media is lying. This one takes on Rachel Maddow, and this one takes on, I forget which topic. But this is just a starting point. I just threw those on there to get people in there. There's nobody in the forum. It's got like 4 members right now, because I don't have any advertising and I'm not going to pay for any. But if I can get people to find out about it, there's a separate category for just administrator news. And it's got all these great things down here. Where are they? Let's see. I've got to zoom out here, find out where the heck I am. Oh yeah, okay. So it's got this stuff you've seen in forums before. So we have 7 people. 7 members. 10 people in the last hour have looked on, not joined, but looked on. 9 guests. Anyway, there it is. If you want a place, if you're sick of the other forums or you haven't found one yet, or please, if you're on Facebook, go somewhere decent. I mean, sure, if you have to, go to Facebook to connect with your family, but Facebook is garbage as a forum, as a communication place, all by itself. And this isn't. This is good, and you can upload anything you want here. You can upload things, graphics from your computer, even videos. I've made it capable to upload some videos, not too huge, but some. So come and populate this place. Let's make it real, and let's get some informed warriors in here and build a battlefront against the literal traitors, globalist, godless traitors who run CBS, ABC, NBC, NPR, CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, USA Today, AP. There is so many of them. And our side doesn't fight back. I don't know why Rush Limbaugh, he's a multimillionaire, I don't know why he doesn't buy billboards. Billboard space and reach the people that don't know better and get conned into voting for Democrats. And I don't know why Christians put their own children in deceit factories for 16 years. It's just ridiculous that our side is so crappy